one more bio session. As you know, already we had started this chapter. In previous session, we have done morphology, in that inflorescence we have done, then types of ovary we have done, and types of flower and floral parts, right? And calyx and corolla. So now today we have to start endoecium and gynoecium. Means in previous class we have done accessory organ. Accessory organs, calyx and corolla, petals and sepals. And in this session we will do reproductive organ. As the first we will take endoecium. What will be? Endoecium. Endoecium means that is also earlier you have done, that is a stamen. What is you have done? Stamen. In that stamen you have seen there are two parts are there. These two parts are, what are these parts? Filament and anther. Right? This part we have done. So now then these filaments, in anther the pollen grains are produced. The main function of this pollen grains, production of pollen grains, the male gamete, right? Now when sometimes flowers, unisexual flower, only one flower is there, only one type, whether male or female. If male flower is there, if only stamen is there, endoecium is there, it is called staminate flower. What is it called? Staminate flower. Means male flower, you can say male flower, only present. See, unisexual and male flower means endoecium present, only endoecium present. Now then, if in flower, maybe bisexual flower or maybe unisexual flower, in that case, if these stamens are not producing pollen grain, means they are not able to produce pollen grains, so then it is called sterile. That is sterile, or that is sterile flower, or it is called staminode. What is it called? It is given in your book also, staminode, where male flower or stamen is not able to produce pollen grains. That's why it is called sterile flower. So staminate means only endoecium is there, or male flower you can say. When maybe male flower, bisexual flower or unisexual flower, but in that case that endoecium is not able to produce gametes, male gametes, then it is called sterile flower or staminode. Staminode, that is they are not able to produce pollen grain. Right? These are the new terms. Number of terms are there in this chapter, we'll see. So now then endoecium in the form of stamen. Suppose then stamens are attached with petals, right? When these stamens are attached with the petals, as just recall that these are the, you can say, petals, and their stamens are there. If these stamens are attached with this, right, so then that time it is called epipetalous. What is it called? Epipetalous. Which show epipetalous means stamen attached to petals, right? In some flower where the calyx and corolla means that is sepals and petals, they are fused together, means when these petals and small calyx or sepals, these are attached together and one formation, only one type is there, which there is no differentiation between petals and sepals, or you can say that petals and sepals both are fused together. Now at that time it is called perianth. What is it called? Perianth. Right? Perianth means calyx and corolla, here K for I told calyx and corolla both are fused together, then they form P, which will be represented by P, right? Perianth, calyx plus corolla, they form perianth. Now in that case, that is perianth is there, which will be example lily flower, lily plant is there. In that lily, that perianth is there, means in lily flower that is no differentiation between calyx and corolla, that they both are fused together. right? So now that will become perianth. So now when I am coming to this stamen, when this stamen attached to petals, then it is called epipetalous, right? When they attach to the perianth, when that is called epiphyllous. When attached to perianth in lily flower, that is called, right? So now what we have the stamen, filament and anther, means sometimes that is stamen attached with the perianth, it is called epiphyllous. When attached to the petal, that is called epipetalous, right? Now then, when that stamen is not able to produce pollen grain, sterile flower, that is called staminode. When unisexual flower is there but only gynoecium is present there, it is called staminate flower, right? In the same case, in a pistil, if only pistil is there, then it is called pistillate flower, right? Now then, when these stamens, right, number of stamens are there, and now these stamens are fused in one bunch. If these stamens attach, join in one bunch, maybe two bunches, or maybe more than two. So then the name is there, that is called, when the all stamens attach together in one bunch is there, it is called monoadelphous. When these are arranged in two bunches, then it is called diadelphous. And when more than two bunches, then it is called polyadelphous. Right, monoadelphous, diadelphous and polyadelphous means that stamens are number of more, than the female gynoecium is less number, and stamens are male gametes because they are more. If number of stamens are in one bunch, and it's called monoadelphous. If two bunches, diadelphous. If many bunches, that is called polyadelphous, right? That is about the endoecium. Endoecium, that is stamen, the filament and anther. Now they are producing male gamete, pollen grains. Now then, that will be only when unisexual flower and only endoecium is present. It is called staminate flower. When that unisexual flower, bisexual or unisexual flower, but stamens or these anthers are not producing male gamete, then it is called staminode flower, right? Now then when these stamens are attached with the petals, it is called epipetalous. When they are attached to the perianth, that is called epiphyllous. Perianth means when no differentiation between calyx and corolla, means calyx and corolla both are fused, then they form, that structure is called perianth. That perianth will be shown in the lily flower, right? So now in lily flower, if stamens attached with perianth, so that it is called epiphyllous, right? Now the next to the gynoecium, the next one, gynoecium, or that is a pistil or female reproductive organ. What is it called? Female reproductive organ. Now gynoecium. Then you see, then it is called pistil also and carpel also. Yes, you have heard about pistil or you have heard about carpel. You know that pistil is having three parts. That is stigma. In 10th class you have done style and ovary. Large part, a basal part is called ovary. Now then that style connects the ovary and stigma. That style is connecting stigma with ovary, right? Stigma is the landing part of pollen grains, means pollen grains come down here, pollen grains. Right. Now then style give the passage for pollen tube, providing passage for pollen tube. Right. Now the next one, ovary, means pollen grain, they are coming in on stigma, landing part, or it is also called receptacle. It is also receiving. That is receiving pollen grains. Now pollen grains through pollen tube, it will towards through this style, it will reach the ovary, and then in ovary what will be there? Fertilization will take place. Fertilization, and that fertilization, because inside ovary ovule is there, so then ovule fertilization will take place in ovule. Ovule will convert into seeds after fertilization, right? After this, ovule turn into seeds, ovary turn into fruits. So you know that ovules are inside the fruits, right? So now then, ovules are inside the ovary, right? So now then ovules are converted or changed into seeds. Ovary is changed into fruits. You know, outer part ovary. So you see that in angiosperm, naked seeds are enclosed in the fruits. This is the region, right? Then that seeds are inside the ovary, because ovary converting into fruits after fertilization, and these ovules turning into seeds, right? So now that's why inside ovary seeds are present. Okay, now these are the part. Now then we see again, when the ovary having carpel, number of single carpel is there, so single ovary is there, doesn't matter. But when the more carpels are there, right, the more than one carpel is there, so then what will happen? Those carpels may be free. All carpels are free. So then that is called apocarpous ovary. What is it called? Apocarpous ovary, means carpels are free if more than one carpels, and that is free. So that is called apocarpous ovary. Now then carpels are fused together. Now then fused carpels, then it is called syncarpous ovary. Syncarpous ovary, right? So now then here gynoecium, known pistil, and is also called carpel. Now then they are having the three part: stigma, style ovary. Function of stigma, landing part for pollen grains. Style, keep providing passage for pollen tube. Through pollen tube, male gametes are there, and fertilization will take place inside ovule. Now then that after fertilization, ovule will turn into seeds, and ovary turn into or change into fruits, right? Now if that ovary or gynoecium having more than one carpel, and that one carpels are free, so then that is called apocarpous ovary. Now then when they more than one carpel and they are fused together, then it is called syncarpous ovary, right? This is the now inside the ovule. One more is there, placentation. One term is there, placentation. As in case of we have seen inflorescence, arrangement of flower on the axis, right? And second we have done estivation, arrangement of petals and sepals, right? That is called estivation. Now next part is the placentation. What is there? Placentation. Placenta, have you heard about placentation? Means arrangement of ovules. The placentation means arrangement of ovules with inner wall of ovary. Inner wall of ovary means how these ovules are arranged or located inside, how they are inside the ovary. So now then that arrangement is called placentation. Is what manner, as you know that we have seen that manners estivation, velvet estivation, we have the twisted is there, imbricate, we have done this one in previous session. So now then that will be arrangement of petals and sepals. In the same here, that will be the arrangement of ovules attached with the inner wall of ovary. So that arrangement is called, that is a placenta. That attachment, with that attachment it is called placenta. So now that style or manner or pattern in which ovules are attached with placenta with the inner wall of ovary, that is called placentation. So different type of placentation on the basis of the pattern, how that ovules are attached in the ovary, in the inner wall of ovary through placenta. Means in that, suppose this is ovary, the inner wall of ovary, with that is a placenta, and then ovules are attached like this, right? So that pattern of these, how that will be attached with these with the inner wall of this. So this is ovarian wall, this is ovules. Now this is placenta, means this is placenta, this is ovarian wall of ovary, and that will be ovule, right? So we will see in there different patterns are there. That will be in that way we will see how the ovules are arranged in that through placenta with the inner wall of ovary. So now then we will see that first one is there marginal. The different type we are writing first all are placentation. First one is there marginal. Second one we can say axile. Third one parietal. Fourth one free central. And fifth one basal. Right, these are the 5 types of marginal, axile, parietal, free central and basal. These are the different patterns are there. As you see when we talk about the marginal, means here you know pea pod you have seen, right? In that how that will be. Now then double ridges are there. That will be the placenta. And now here we will see ovules are there. Then we will see seeds are there. Right? So these are that pattern is called marginal. Right? When we talk about axile, in axile, then that ovary having the multilocular, or then like this. Then ovules are attached here like this. This is called axile. Parietal means when the ovules are attached with the periphery. Inner wall of that will be having it will be just false septum, and then it will be having the 2 chambers are there. That is a false chamber you can say. Now this is called parietal. Like this. Now this is parietal, right? This is marginal, this is axile, this is parietal. Now come to the free central. Means here that is the chambers are there, but in free central no chambers are there. Now that will be like this, free central. Ovules are attached like this. Now when we talk about basal, means that the ovules are at the base. Right? This is the basal type of ovular presentation. So here these are means this is free central or this is basal. Which will occur here? That will be in basal will be shown that is a marigold flower. Marigold. That will be occur in example prime rose. Now in that is a pea. That will be here, that will be in which I think that is a China rose. That will be mustard and argemone. That is also lemon also. Right? These are the few examples of means in which plant. So are you getting me? That will be marginal when the first of placentation, the arrangement of ovules with the through placenta with the inner wall of ovary. So now then that is different patterns are there as in a marginal, axile, parietal, free central and basal. When we talk about marginal presentation is there when the ovules are attached with this placenta, that is double ridges are there, double wall is there, that is placenta. Means here that is placenta or these are ovule or this is ovary. So now then that is a marginal type. Axile type when the multilocular ovary is there, and now then that will be at the center these are ovules are attached, which will occur in China rose and lemon. Now then parietal will be there. In parietal that is a periphery, inner wall of periphery, and that will be having that attached with the divided like this, divided means they are divided in a false septum. Like this they are divided in a false septum, these are right, and now then at the attached located at the periphery. So that is called parietal type, which will occur in mustard and argemone plant. Now the free central, that is where is the false septum, we will see that the chambers are formed, but at the center nothing is a free central, no septum is there. Without septum, with septum is divider. Now then that is the prime rose. at the basal, marigold at the basal, right? So this is the about the presentation in your according to your book, that is we are coming to sequence of that. Then now here, then you know fruits, after fruits and seeds it will be deleted, sorry it is deleted, not will be, it is deleted now. Miss fruits we haven't touched this year, only 30% syllabus will be deleted by 30% syllabus is deleted by CBSE. So that fruits is also deleted, then seeds also deleted. Now we have to come the semi-technical description of flowering, typical flowering plant. Means today I will tell you on symbols, right? Now next session I will tell you how we will write floral formula and floral diagram. By writing floral formula we can draw floral diagram. By seeing floral diagram we can write floral formula, right? And by this floral formula, floral diagram, we can tell everything about the flower, about the gynoecium, about the endoecium, then calyx, corolla, whatever, means by this. So now then in that way we will see that these are the, now then we have to tell in this chapter only inflorescence we have done, flower part we have done, endoecium, gynoecium, calyx, corolla we have done. Now then estivation, presentation we have done. Now these are the in your syllabus. They are coming, you know, from school also you will get the syllabus, but now then till now I am telling whatever I have got information. So now then in this chapter only these are, this one and then floral formula. In your book there are 3 families are given. These 3 families are, I will tell you, let me, that the Fabaceae family is there, that Fabaceae family is deleted. Now we have 3 families are there. Earlier we were doing 3 families, floral formula, floral diagram in practical also. But now then it will be deleted. It is deleted. Now then we have to start Solanaceae and Liliaceae. 2 families are there. Among these 3 we have, one is deleted. And now then formula, like this a floral diagram, floral formula, this one floral formula, we will next class we will take it, okay? So now then as I told, only symbols I am telling you that one. Now symbols, as I told 4. Now because when I will write in chemistry, as you know, formula you are writing, in the same we have to write floral formula and floral diagram, right? So now then it will be in that way. As I told, 4 calyx, what we are writing here? K, right? 4 corolla, what we are writing here? C, right? Now then endoecium we are writing A, gynoecium we are writing G, right? Now then suppose when stamens are 4, right, they are free, so then we will write only 4 and free. When the stamens are in endoecium, stamens are fused, 4 and fused, then we will write in bracket. In the same case here ovary, now then there are 3 ovules are there, 5 ovules are there. If they are fused, then we will like this, means within a bracket it means that showing that fused. Now when the endoecium attached with the corolla, so when we will write the same, when we will do the formula, then I will tell you how we will show that. Now actinomorphic, you know there is symmetry. For actinomorphic we are doing, for actinomorphic we are making sign like this, right? For zygomorphic we are like this. These are the symbols, right? Now then for that, you know, all flowers are growing on mother axis, the main axis. So then we are mother axis, we are showing like this, right? When this G, gynoecium, if this that ovary is superior, right, or inferior, so then we will mark it like this, above or like this, okay, which will show superior ovary or inferior ovary. So these symbols we are using in writing while we are framing any formula or diagram of particular flower. Whatever flower is given, we will count it and then we will draw floral diagram and formula, right? So then till then only just to revise that whatever we have done, and the next class I will tell you about how will you write floral formula and how will you draw floral diagram, right? So now then you know that in this class you see that the sub chapter which is the portion is deleted, only from inflorescence we have started, and in that one that will be the 3 fruits and seeds and 1 Fabaceae family are also deleted by the CBSE. So now then we have to we haven't touched, while in one class I have taken roots is there, but doesn't matter, already that along with that mammal we have done this one. So then doesn't matter for that, now we have started from this. Okay, so now then the whole syllabus, the what portion deleted by CBSE, it will be given from school. Okay, you will get information from school. Okay, so then have a nice day and then revise that along with your studies. Okay, and you will get the homework whatever. When we will finish one chapter, then you will do the question answer, submit to me. Okay.